Kinsey, it's fair to say that you've kind of been a thorn in the side of Meghan Markle or the former Duchess or the current Duchess of Sussex over the years, but she's, as we explained there, former actress is going to return to acting. Surely this is a good thing, is it not?
I think that this is probably a great thing for Prince Harry, because if Meghan is on a movie set, that means she's not sitting around in Montecito recording behind the scenes of their family life. We saw her in the last few weeks accidentally show glimpses of Archie and Lily's faces, and then a few minutes later go back and remove that portion of the video on Instagram. So if she's out working and busy and in the Hollywood environment that she craves, then she won't be generating so much content from home on social media. And I do think that Prince Harry probably considers that a relief.
Giles, we've discussed this in the past. I mean, she's a former actress. Yeah. I mean, the late Queen, I think, said, well, why doesn't she, if she wants money, why doesn't she return to acting? Do we welcome this idea? This is a film, so this is a film she's going to star close personal friends with Lily Collins and Brie Larson. She's going to play herself, but is it a good move for her?
I hardly think starring in it is the right phrase, Matt. I mean, it is a bit part, and what is she playing? She's playing the Duchess of Sussex, so it's not exactly, she's not really, it's not method acting or anything like that. It doesn't bother me. It's not something that I'm going to be watching. To be perfectly honest, I'm sure I'll see lots of clips of her part in social media. That'll do enough for me. I don't really know what the film is about. I mean, I think it's called Close Encounters.
It's one group of, it's one couple that's not famous. It's one couple that is famous, and they run into each other in Santa Barbara, and they strike up a friendship. And Meghan is playing herself, and Matt, as we've discussed before, this is giving Fergie energy, who played herself in an episode of Friends when Joey and Chandler are in London. But this is also giving, something we'll discuss throughout the show, I'm sure, Kardashian energy. Kim Kardashian playing herself, cameos in films and television shows before moving into scripted with Tyler Perry, Lily's godfather.
Is this, she's had many kind of, she's moved through many processes in her career.
Reinventions.
Reinventions is the word I was searching for there. She obviously, we discussed this in the past, she didn't really fancy being a working royal. She's done her own podcast, she's done her own Netflix show.
Children's book author.
Head of book author. Is it a case of that all these have, I mean, I'd be in silly if I suggest that all these have kind of failed and now she's returning to her first iteration, something she always wanted to do, something she grew up wanting to be an actress?
I think that's fair. I think that this is something she's always wanted to do. I mean, you remember the VHS video of her driving around Beverly Hills after auditioning for the Shakira music video. Meghan continues to make her dreams come true, while Harry's forced to issue apologies for following her lead.
Charles, we discussed in the past that I think she's said that she didn't want to return to acting. Then I think she said that she's misses acting. Where do you think her future lies?
Well, that's a $10,000 question, that is. I think she'll just continue, in her various incarnations. She'll come up with some other plan, some other Netflix program or some other taste of jam somewhere. I mean, she'll continue to do all this. I mean, I don't think she's actually got a real purpose in the sense of a career. She could have had a very good career, in my view, here within the royal family, but she chose not to have that. Now she's doing all sorts of things, bit parts in a film, making jam, Christmas specials about whatever, as Kinsey said, still trying to protect why she's doing it, her children's images, taking them down if they suddenly see an ear of one of the children. I think she's just going to carry on doing these bits and bobs stuff for which she will be paid handsomely. And I would probably like to know just how much money she's getting for whatever time she spends on screen in this film. I'm sure it's quite a bit.
I mean, maybe the start of potentially appearing in more films if it's successful.
But aren't you resentful if you're Netflix and you've given them such a significant amount of money. If you're a regular viewer of Netflix, which I am, Meghan Markle is regularly referenced in pop culture. Nobody wants this season 2. She's mentioned. She was mentioned in another movie I was watching. There have been opportunities for her to make this type of cameo at Netflix. Why not show loyalty to the company that gave you a fresh, royal family? There we go. The Dodgers everywhere.
I think you've answered the question about loyalty. She doesn't seem to have any to anything.
And so if I were Netflix, I would be really resentful. But it looks like oversaturation at this point. There's no clear objective. What does she stand for, and what is she trying to convey in every move that she makes? You were just with Prince William in Rio. You watch the choreography, that everything he does has a higher purpose. And every interview, every appearance, it's leading up to something significant that is meaningful for him. And I think that that's what the Sussexes lack.
Okay, yeah, so what you're saying is there, with William, particularly the royal family, there is a path, there is a plan, and it does feel, I think I agree with you, it does feel a bit scattergun with Meghan. Suddenly she's doing a cameo here, suddenly she's a businesswoman, suddenly she's doing a podcast, and trying to make something stick, trying to make something work. You mentioned about Netflix. She is returning to Netflix. I think we're very excited about this news, are we, Charlie? We're very excited about the news. The As Ever holiday special on December the 3rd. Yeah. Kinsey, you're over here from the United States. Holiday specials, I think, are more of an American thing. I don't really think we get them on UK TV because you have Thanksgiving and Christmas. Are you looking forward to As Ever holiday special?
Yeah.
Okay.
Not really. I mean, what is she going to teach me about traditions? She talks about starting new traditions. I mean, that's something you have to do when you don't have friends and family around you consistently. She burns bridges, whether they're her DNA or they're just, friends. So I think that new traditions are something that is probably required when you have a hard time establishing and keeping relationships. It bothers me that it's coming out December 3rd. She told Fortune in that conference that it was going to come out in November. It feels to me like she's trying to distract from the Princess of Wales's Carol concert, which is usually recorded that first week in December, and that this is something that we've come to expect from the Sussex camp. And I just don't know what this person is going to teach me about family and tradition when neither her or her husband speak to their families and have very few legitimate friends.
It's very, very well put, I think, there, Charlie. I mean, it could feasibly be the last As Ever show, because we know that they've got only two series and they've got this holiday special. Would you miss it if it was the last one? Oh,
like a hole in the head.
Oh.
Yes. No, I haven't watched. I haven't watched this second one. I watched a bit of the first one. I mean, it's not for me. It doesn't grab me. It's titled As Ever. If it becomes As Never, I'll be quite happy. Doesn't bother me in the slightest.
Am I on my own here thinking that I believe her future should be acting? Her future should be, appearing in movies and even cameos?
No.
No.
Yeah.
No, I don't think her future's in acting at all. I mean, what has she done? She appeared in an average series called Suits, in which...
And we won't talk about what she did on Beverly Hills 90210. We won't talk about what she did on Beverly Hills 90210.
And what was the other one? She carried a case in...
Deal or No Deal. She's in multiple Hallmark movies. Yeah. No, I think you have a point. That's easy work for her. She shows up and she's herself. And then she gets to be on movie sets, the type of movie sets she was never on before she married Prince Harry. These are big deals. Sure. And everybody's catering to her, and she's getting to be the star that she always wanted to be. And again, it's a limited script. She's not having to do a lot of work. That's why I've always said she wants to be an influencer, because it's a 30-second video and you make a couple grand. It's a little work for a lot of money.